So we want to solve system of equation using what? The Cramer's rule. Solving system of equation using the Cramer's rule. So in doing that, let's consider this system of equation. So we can see that this is two system of equation with two unknowns. We want to find the value of these two unknown variables using the Cramer's rule. So first of all, the first thing that we are going to do is to write the matrix equation for this two system of equation. So in writing the matrix equation, we are going to write what the coefficient of these variables a11, a12, a21, a22, and then we put them in a bracket. Then multiplied by the variable x and then y, and this is equal to what? It's equal to the constant matrix. Now this matrix is called the coefficient matrix, and this is called the constant matrix. Let's call this matrix matrix A, let's call this matrix matrix S, and let's call this matrix matrix B. So we want to solve for the variable x and y using what? The Cramer's rule. So in doing that, the variable x is giving us the determinant of ax all over the determinant of what? A, and then the variable y is obtained by finding the determinant of ay all over the determinant of what? A. So let me explain what it means by determinant of A and then determinant of AX. Now determinant of A, we have already learned how to find the determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix. So in doing that, we find the cross product of this and that. So we are going to get what? A11 multiplying A22 minus what? A21 multiplying A12. That is the determinant of A. Now let's look at the determinant of AX. To find the determinant of AX, first of all, we have to first find our AX. So we have AX. Now to find AX means that we are going to replace the first column with the constant matrix. You can see that the first column is the coefficient of what? X. So we are going to replace this first column with the constant matrix. So you have, now once you have this, we can find the determinant. So the determinant of this, we are going to multiply this by that. Then after that, you multiply this by that. So this is what we refer to as what? The AS. And this is how we find the value of what? AS. Let's look at AY. So with AY, we are going to replace this column with the constant matrix. And we can see that this column represents the coefficient of what? Y. So we are going to replace this column with the constant matrix. So we have A11, A21, A11, A21, and then B1, B2. Once we have this, we find what? The determinant of what? AY. So we are going to get B2, A11 minus what? B1, A21. So this is how we find the determinant of AY, the determinant of A, and then determinant of what? AX. Now that we know how to find all of these, let's look at the example on the board. We want to solve these two systems of equation using the Cramer's rule. So first of all, we have to write down the matrix equation for these two systems of equation. So in doing that, we are just going to write the coefficient of these variable x and y. So you have, you multiply it by what? X, and then y, and then equate to the constant matrix. So we are interested in finding the variable x and y, and we know that x is given as what? The determinant of ax all over the determinant of what? A. And then y is given as determinant of ay all over the determinant of what? A. So let's find the determinant of A first. So from here, the determinant of A is given as this, will multiply that. So we have 3 times 3 minus what? 2 times 5. This is going to give us 9 minus what? 10. And therefore the determinant of A is what? Minus 1. Now let's look at AX. before we can find the determinant of AX, we need to find AX first. So AX means we are going to replace the first column with the constant matrix. So you have 31, 20, and then 5, 3. Now once we have this, we find the determinant of that, and that is going to give us what? AX. So we have 31 times 3 minus 20 times 5. This is going to give us what? 93 minus what? 100. And we will have what? 7. Let's look for the determinant of AY. But first of all, we have to find our AY. Now AY means we have to represent or replace the second column with the constant matrix. So we have 31 and then what? 20. Then we can find our determinant of what? AY. So we have 3 times 20 minus 2 times 31. So when we simplify, we are going to have, this is going to give us 60 minus what? 62. So we have what? Minus 2. So this one is minus 7. So let's add it to it, minus 7. Now that we have all of this, we are going to substitute them into this formula to find the variable x and then y. So we said that our x is given as what? Determinant of ax all over determinant of a. Determinant of ax we had minus 7, and then determinant of a we have minus 1. So this is given as what? 7. Therefore, x is given as what? 7. Then we move on to y. Y is given as determinant of ay all over the determinant of a. Ay we had minus 2 all over the determinant of a, we have minus 1. So we are getting 2. So the value of the variable y is what? 2. So this is the value of x and this is the value of y. As easy as that. Let's look at one more example. So we want to solve these two system of equation using the Cramer's rule. So first of all, we have to write down the matrix equation for these two system of equation. So in using the Cramer's rule to find the variable x and y, so in finding the variable x using the Cramer's rule, it is given as what? The determinant of ax all over the determinant of what? A. And then to find the variable y, it is given as what? The determinant of ay all over the determinant of what? A. So first of all, we have to find the determinant of what? A. So the determinant of A, which is this matrix, we are going to have 5 times 4 minus what? 2 times 3, and that gives us 20 minus 6, and we have what? 14. Then we move on to the determinant of x, but before that we have to find what? Ax. Ax means we are going to replace the first column with the constant matrix. So we are going to have 11 minus 10 and then 3, 4. Once we have this, we can find the determinant of what? That. So this is going to give us minus 44 minus what? So plus 30, and this is giving us minus 14. Now that we have this, we can proceed to find our determinant of what? Ay. So we have ay, we are going to replace what? The second column with the constant matrix. So you have, then we can find the determinant of what? Ay. So we are going to have minus 50 plus what? 22, and that is giving us minus 28. Now that we have this, we can proceed to find our x and then our y. We said that our x is given as the determinant of ax all over the determinant of A. Our determinant of AX, we had minus 14. So we have minus 14. Determinant of A, we had what? 14. So this is going to give us minus 1, right? Then we move on to Y. So Y is giving us determinant of AY all over the determinant of A. AY, we had minus 28. And then determinant of A, we had what? 14. And that's going to give us. So the value for X is what? Minus 1. And then the value for Y is minus 2. As easy as that. This brings us to the end of today's lesson. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.